Welcome back to the Chiefin podcast, folks. I'm Daniel, as always, joined with my more comparable, better-looking partner, Bryce.
So here's the thing. Obviously, you got the names wrong, but you still complimented me with the better-looking part.
Oh, shit.
So.
Welcome back to the Chiefin podcast, folks. I'm your host, Daniel, joined by my much better-named co-host, Bryce.
Oh, fuck. You really spin that one, man. You cut me where it hurts.
Good thing I'm fucking editing this one. Guess what? We're on episode 100.
Uh-huh. That's why I called you and told you to get a drink in hand, because I want to cheers to you and say, hey, it's been a great 100 episodes, and this is my last one.
Well, we made it 100. You know who didn't make it 100?
Oh, Betty White.
Betty White, who
Dang
I was
it,
just
dude.
fact-checking that joke applied to.
That's rough, dude. Betty was a
Betty
good
White.
girl.
What are you sipping on?
I am sipping on a mango Celsi, man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, in a purple glass, nonetheless. We didn't have any other colors, and I was like,
Don't call it a Celsi, though.
I literally said, I was like, in my head, I thought, well, let's hope he doesn't ask what I'm drinking, because the purple glass is bad enough.
Honestly, like, yeah, it is kind of. Like, if you're saying, I'm drinking scotch straight from a purple glass, it's still judgment.
That's not bad.
It is. It's the purple.
No, it's not horrible. I mean, you're still drinking, like, bourbon or scotch or whiskey.
I mean, I don't know if there's a manly way to drink seltzer, too. Because, like, if you said I'm drinking seltzer in a stein, to me, you still see the clear fizziness of the seltzer.
You just got to butt chug it.
All right, we're going down a tangent of our last episode. I'm drinking Buffalo Trace like a real man.
I mean, it's whatever.
Guys, welcome back to the podcast. We're doing a Tomatalk today. If you enjoy us and you want to support us more, go check us out on YouTube, where our full episodes are up now. So our video, the entirety of the episode, you get to see us picking our nose and acting like bros on youtube.com/search bar, click it, Chiefin podcast. Go subscribe. Go spread the love. Go use a glove.
But we do actually need a new intro/outro.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently ours got copyrighted.
If you noticed already listening to this, there was no intro song.
Uh-huh. So it's funny because we've had it for 99 episodes. Had no problem with the copyright until
We stopped publishing on YouTube. It was like a year gap. It was almost like a year to the month of the last video that we put on YouTube.
Wow. I just think it's crazy that we went like a long time. I remember when I looked up the copyright music. Like, I looked up copyright-free music, and then it was copyright-free until it wasn't. So
I found the song, actually, I was going to send you, so we'll see. But yeah, we're in search of a new song right now, folks. So bear with us.
Yes, bear with us. I saw this this meme, and it was like, what if you had to tell someone that, bear with me, you were being attacked by someone, but you had to secretly, and just bear with me on this one, you had to secretly tell them that there was some sort of animal about to attack you. Now, bear with me, and it obviously it's the bear.
The bear's with him?
The bear's with him, and he's like, yeah, I had to secretly do it somehow, and bear with me now. I couldn't give away anything, really, because the animal might find out.
Speaking of bear, I had an interesting thought the other day that's kind of a little like sexist, if you don't mind me sharing.
Okay.
You know how there's that store that like the Pretty Pussycat?
That's Pretty Kitty.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think there's one here in Bend that's Pretty Pussycat. Same thing, right? It's just
Okay.
vagina waxing is the entire business, right? Kind of weird that they also played on that name. I don't think it's fair that there's a Pretty Pussycat and not like some clean dong company out there.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I don't completely shave the pubes. You trim that. You shave the balls.
The is pubes not on balls?
I mean, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't
pubic.
consider. I thought pubes are like just like above the junk
I think it's all pubes.
and to the side of the junk.
It's all pubes.
I think that nut hair is a different thing though. It's a different entity
From top of
altogether.
my head to my toes, it's pubes.
It's just all pubes. Oh, dude, I got really itchy armpit pubes.
It's the thing where you get into like fourth grade and they're like, what do you call it? You call it the clicker? The fucking remote control?
Oh, yeah. And then who called it the flipper? Was it flipper, right?
No idea. That person's wrong.
That was Kate. Yeah, it was Kate. She called it the flipper. I'm like, no, it's not the flipper. She's like, yeah, because you're flipping through the channels. I'm like, no, it's either the remote or clicker's all right, I guess. But that's the only acceptable terms.
The most iconic Kate story is when we were at her house one time and she offered to make us coffee. And the way that she made the coffee was she set the full pot of water in the receptacle and turned it on.
And she just sat there and waited. She's like,
and
what?
it started steaming. We're like, I think something's going on.
So, I mean, to be fair, though, I never made coffee before either because I just don't drink coffee. So I didn't know how to make it. I would have done the same thing. Probably.
Good on her, just fucking boldly acting like
she's
she
like,
knew.
you guys want coffee? Like, just like has no idea what she's doing.
Like, yeah.
Hey, you guys want some souffle? Yeah, I got you. I'll make it right now.
Shit, I didn't think they'd say yes.
No, my favorite Kate story is when someone threw a marshmallow from across the campfire and it plopped her right in the eye, and her eye just like swelled up. And we didn't see it because we were all outside in the campfire, like, and it was pretty dark. And then we get inside, and I swear she turns around and she goes, "You guys want any hamburgers?" And her eye is like completely swollen.
Mallow eye cemented forever.
That's what we called it that for years, mallow eye. If anyone had like an allergic reaction and their eye was swollen up, we're like, oh, you got mallow eye, dude. Mm-hmm. That sucks. Remember when Josh threw that marshmallow out the window at some guy walking and we were going like 40 miles an hour and he threw it faster than the car was moving? So that's like a 60-mile-an-hour marshmallow.
Josh did not throw a marshmallow 60 miles an hour.
Technically, yes, because we're going 40 miles an hour.
Josh can't throw a marshmallow 20 miles an hour. I'll fucking challenge him to that.
I would love to see that. Get one of those radar guns and figure it out. But okay, let's say it was 10 miles an hour then. That's still 50 miles an hour. And the thud that it hit, that it made when it hit the guy's chest, he probably had like a broken rib, man.
Could a marshmallow hurt you?
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know if it has enough density.
I think so. I mean, that's a fast-moving object.
Yeah.
And the guy was moving the opposite way, too. So that's also another 3 to 4 miles an hour, maybe 5.
True.
So,
I saw a video like that where it was a cannonball being shot 50 miles an hour against the direction of a car driving 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And these fucking nerds did the exact speed and it just dropped on the ground. So
yeah, it's called
fucking
Mythbusters,
sick.
Dude.
Was it Mythbusters? I don't know if it was.
No, it was because I saw the same video. It was really cool.
No,
they were like they wanted to test and see. They were going 50 miles an hour, and a cannon shoots 50 miles an hour as well. Or
no, that sounds similar to mine, but mine was the cannon was shooting 50 miles an hour, and then the car was driving 50 miles an hour.
Right? Yeah, backwards. I know, and then it just drops. It's a very cool video.
Guys, this is Tomatalk, so we're just going off the rails. It's been like a month or so since we've done one, so I have a lot of shit to get through. One thing I didn't mention is if you go back to our New Year's episode where it was the bold predictions, mine's already fucked up because one of my reoccurring ones was for Kanye to calm down. And he got banned off of Instagram for cyberbullying a cuck, Pete Davidson.
I mean, technically, he has calmed down off of social media now. So you weren't wrong.
Forcibly yeah. Well, I wanted him to calm down from where he was. He took it to 11. And
that didn't happen.
Has calmed down to 10.
He took it way too far to the point where they said, you need to calm down, so you're cut off, dude. It's like that one drunk dude at the bar that's like, can I get another beer? And they're like, yeah, nah, you're done. You're kicked out. Kanye got kicked out and banned, basically.
Dude, Kanye has transcended cancellation. Nothing can cancel this guy. Trump supporting, Taylor Swift embarrassing, social tirades, mental health episodes, saying slavery was a mindset. Like, there's nothing he can do to get canceled. He would have to do some
kill someone,
like Catholic Church stuff. No, I don't think killing anyone would cancel him. He'd have to do some things that would get you killed in prison kind of stuff.
I think killing someone.
I don't think so. I think Kanye gets found shooting someone. It's fine. within 2 months.
I don't know, man. That's a place that you can't get back from. Unless it was self-defense. If it was self-defense,
I would put money on Kanye being able to come back from just murdering someone.
All right, well, why don't you just offer up your body, and then we'll, if you're right, then I'll pay
how
Logan.
Am I get paid out?
I said I'll pay Logan.
What the hell?
I'll pay for your funeral. How about that?
His documentary was dope. If you haven't checked it out yet,
I have not, but my sister and her husband saw it and they loved it.
They did? That's sick.
Yeah, I think he watched it like 2 times. He's like, "You want to watch it again?" I'm like, "I'm good."
It's inspiring. The first couple episodes, you see this guy like same kind of. What was interesting to me, and I talked to Josh about this, is it was like, oh, was he crazy back then too? He was just as crazy. People just didn't care about him. Like if you hear the way he talked
just didn't
about
have the hype that he does now.
Yeah, he had the same confidence and it was kind of like, it was cool like how much they showed his mom and how his mom kind of fed that ego and really like built up her son, and then he was just like, he took that and ran. So he had that the whole time, and it was interesting to see him going around these offices at Rock Nation, the label, Jay-Z's label, and like people just not paying attention to him at all. Like what a polar opposite that would be today.
What's crazy is the fact that he was hyped up for a while by his mom, like you said. I haven't seen the documentary. I'm just going off what you said. But he was hyped up and he believed it. And then eventually it came true to the point where he was actually like inspiring. Well known, and like it is inspiring, but at the same time it's also
I'm gonna hype up my kids so much. Like
but also at the same time, like he had talent though. That it wasn't just like them hyping it up.
Well,
like,
yeah, you have to.
Oh,
it's
you're
talent
so
and hard work and belief, right? Because if he had the talent and the hard work, and his parents were kind of like, oh, I don't know. Well, if that doesn't work out, go do this. Like his mom was like, no, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. So like when he was doing all the stuff and he wasn't getting attention, he's like, no, I'm the best. They just don't know yet, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, he's crazy. Like I think he's legit crazy.
I don't think so. I'm such a stan for Kanye.
You are team Kanye all the way.
1,000.
Dude.
Well, I'm also super anti Pete Davidson. Like if the guy cucking Kanye was like, I'm trying to think of someone where that I would be like, whoa, Kanye, calm down. This is hard for me to think of someone.
I like Pete Davidson only after watching The King of Staten Island. Before that, or Staten Island. Before that, I didn't really care. But
he's
like,
had rumored shit where he did stuff to Mac Miller, and I don't fuck with that either.
Okay, well, also Mac Miller is like your favorite rapper.
Exactly.
So obviously you're gonna have.
And he's best friends with MGK.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I did know that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I've definitely gotten
strikes right there.
I've gotten more okay with Pete Davidson, but I was upset that he got to date Kate Beckinsale because she was like one of my tops, and I'm like, how did he pull her? It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I was listening to these comedians. They were saying the only like next step for Pete Davidson is Beyonce. Like after he's been through everything, like you can't step down now, dude.
Have you seen the picture of him holding hands with Jason Momoa, and it's like, seriously, guys, Pete's got to be stopped. He's going through all of Hollywood.
That's like, I think he's separated himself from social media, which is probably smart, but it's just wild. Like, yeah,
I did like that picture that he sent to Kanye. He's like, "Where you at, man?" He's like, "I'm in bed with your wife or your ex-wife, dude."
Like it's gonna be hard to talk shit to a comedian. They'll just flip everything. They're not gonna take shit personally. Like people make fun of him to his face about his dad dying in 9/11. Like Kanye's not gonna get to him via text message. Have you seen the new Batman yet?
Yeah, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard mixed shit.
I didn't like it. I didn't really like it. I gave it a 7.3. I heard it was more detective-y
than like superhero-y.
It was, but I mean, he's not a superhero. He's Batman. He's just a guy in a costume. But the way that they filmed it made me realize that it was just a guy in a costume. Like even more so because he just like walks into a crime scene. I mean, it was all right, but like he was kind of mopey the whole time. Like he was like really like he was emo the entire time, even when he didn't have the mask on.
No, not like Spider-Man emo.
No, not that emo. He didn't go that far. Okay. There's too far. That guy went too far. But it was like. I mean, kind of similar, but he was just seemed like very depressed at all times. And
like his parents got murdered in front of him kind of thing?
Yeah, but he
fell in a pit of bats. Like
he also, no, he did that before they died, but he he had like billions of dollars. He was like in this mansion.
Oh,
He had people
you
taking care of him.
can't. The money thing's not a thing.
But people took care of him. People cared about him. Like he was in the newspaper when it happened. Like, and even the Riddler talks about that. He's like, oh, poor Bruce Wayne. You know, he's an orphan, but not really an orphan because he has all this stuff and people supporting him and all this money. If you're a true orphan, you're sharing a house with 30 people and you're huddling for warmth because we don't have any heat. And the rats would come and gnaw your feet.
Is that true?
Like,
Once you're adopted, are you not an orphan anymore?
No, not technically. No, you're not. Like Annie, she wasn't an orphan after she got adopted.
Huh.
But yeah, I just didn't. It wasn't that. I gave it a 7.3, and I feel like him being like all emo wasn't great, and the storyline made it so that Batman was basically just like a detective. And I mean, he is the world's greatest detective, as they say, but the fact that he just like would stroll into a crime scene, like not even sneaking around, like everyone was expecting him to walk in. They're like, "What? Oh, it's Batman? Oh yeah!" Like he's supposed to be like really sneaky, and that just wasn't him. So I didn't really like it that much, and it was way too long, dude. 3 hours.
That's so long. Movies shouldn't be more than 2 hours.
I'm okay with them being 3 hours as
3
long as they're really
hours.
good and captivating.
So we're
Like-
awake for how much time? If we sleep on average, let's say 8 hours and we're good boys, then we're up
Yeah.
for 16 hours. That's almost a fifth of the day gone to movies.
Yeah, but I mean it's okay if the movie's really good. Like Spider-Man: No Way Home, I'm pretty sure that was like 3 hours, and I was completely fine. In fact, I wanted more. I wanted it to be a longer movie. But this movie,
I know, it
I
sucked
thought
when
it was
you got
over like
home.
4 different times. So I'm just sitting there like, is it over? Is it done? Is it? And then like it kept going, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's not done. So I don't know.
It's never over.
I've heard people loved it. One of my cousins said it was the best Batman movie ever.
No
But-
way, dude.
That's what he said. Yeah,
I've been
but I'm
getting
like,
served a lot of YouTube videos of like Heath Ledger, Joker behind the scenes stuff, and it's just like that was such an iconic movie.
Oh, he's insane, dude.
I saw this
that
one
guy
clip
was amazing.
where the scene where he comes out of the elevator and like addresses the like fancy dinner party. I guess like when he came out of I don't know how true this is, but I saw something about it. He came out of the elevator and Michael Caine, the butler, was supposed to have lines once he came out of the elevator, but it was Michael Caine's first time seeing Heath Ledger in the Joker makeup, and it like shocked him so much that it just left him speechless.
Oh wow.
Which that's tight.
I saw
and then
a
Pete
picture.
Davidson came out of nowhere and fucked him.
Just had sex with Michael Caine because Michael Caine's mouth was just open. He's like, "Oh, I gotta put my dick in there." Obviously. I saw a picture of Christian Bale completely dressed in the Batman uniform, laying on the ground, and the Joker completely all make-upped and in costume, doing like a kickflip or an ollie over Christian Bale. It's so awesome, dude. It's so
like
cool.
a Photoshop.
No, like that. They had a break in the day, and they just decided to do that.
Man,
It was like
what a
between
job.
takes. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is that when Jared Leto took the role, he like went too far off the deep end. And
Oh,
he
I
was
never
like,
saw that Suicide Squad kind of.
It wasn't even worth it because he went crazy for the role, and the Joker sucked. Like it was
Jared
terrible. He
Leto
was,
went crazy after that?
not went crazy, but he was doing crazy shit. Like during his role, during like the prep for it and everything, he was like sending dead rats to Will Smith and different cast members.
I think he
I'm
might
like,
be an asshole.
Maybe. I mean, maybe he just like was trying to be like a method actor and like really.
Yeah,
dive into the role.
I think he's kind of a like I'd similar to the Kanye bet. I'd bet that Jared Leto is kind of like a douchebag.
I mean, dude, he's insane how much he does and what he's accomplished in his life. I think it's okay for him to be an asshole, kind of, because he was a
It's the hair.
rock star, film, movie star. Like that's like 2 main things that kids dream to be, and he was both of them.
You can't be over 35 with hair that long if you're not like also ripped like Jason Momoa.
those are the qualifications. You have
Yes.
to be ripped.
Yeah, like you're either this like goddess, this god of a man, you know, like long hair, Herculean, or you look like a tweaker.
What about Jesus?
I think he died at 35. So there you go.
So you're
Motherfucker
like, oh, he's in the
trying to
clear.
fact check me.
When he's 36, though, he better be ripped, okay?
He was, dude.
But he came back. He came back, though.
I feel like I cut you off a couple times. Did you have anything?
I do, actually. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to your porch right now. To celebrate the 100th episode, I got you a little something. Are you there? Did you open the door? Did you see the front step? Nothing's there,
Jake
Bryce.
in a mirror
You
thing?
want to know why? Because gifts ain't legal, Brycey.
Yeah, they are.
What?
Yeah, and I got you one. Go to your front porch right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm there.
You see something? No, I
Yeah,
don't think
a doormat.
so. Because talk is cheap and so is my pocket, okay? You're gonna... Okay, Mickey.
Okay, Mickey. Dude, that was one of my
I can't
best.
believe we're at
my
100
favorite skits.
episodes. I was just talking to Logan, and we just missed the mark for recording our first episode in 2019. We did it in February of 2020. But that's wild.
What do you mean on Mark?
Like, we recorded in February 2020, and the other day I was like, did we start recording this show in 2019? Like, that's 3 like calendar years away. That's wild. But now it's 2020.
Oh wow, that is long.
We started
That's
before
insane.
the pandemic.
We had a couple that we kind of missed though. There was
those
like maybe
you guys can't find those ones.
yeah.
Oh, you mean a couple that we missed of publishing?
Well, we have some missing podcasts, obviously, but we also have some that we just didn't do that week.
I think we maybe missed like 2.
Yeah.
One was after I got COVID.
Yeah, that's fair.
But even like when I went on my honeymoon, we baked stuff.
Well, we banked it before.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Find the 2 similar things in this group of 3. Betty White, Wilt Chamberlain, Chiefin podcast.
I mean, some of them.
Wilt
didn't make it to
Chamberlain
100.
and the Chiefin podcast, they put up 100. Betty White did not.
I don't know who Wilt Chamberlain is.
Like, oh my God, dude. Like, even people that don't know basketball know who Wilt Chamberlain is. He's the guy that scored 100 points in a single game.
I know he's a basketball player only because of Will Ferrell. And he's like, is this Wilt Chamberlain? But besides that, I didn't know.
If you're in Milwaukee.
How does a rabbi make coffee?
Hebrews. No, you think Hebrews, but is it one of those?
No, he brews it. You're right.
Oh, that's so bad, dude.
Fine, I got a better one then. What is a pirate's favorite letter of the
it's that
alphabet?
one. That's the model I thought it was. You think it's the R, but it's the C.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you.
Yikes, dude. Pete Davidson called. He wants his bit back. You said cheese. I wrote down something. Does cheese appropriate cultures too much? Should we cancel cheese? Hear me out. Irish
Cancel
nachos,
culture.
Ireland, quesadilla, Mexico, hamburgers, German, cacio e pepe, Italian, cheese curds. I don't know, Norway or some shit. Cheese does too much.
Cheese has too much?
Yeah.
What does it even mean? It just has too much stuff?
Stick to one culture.
That was a stretch. That was like when you make the
Call me
pizza
Mr.
and you cut it and pull it
Fantastic.
apart.
All right.
What is red and is bad for your teeth?
What is red and is bad for your teeth? Probably like a Corvette.
A brick.
That's true.
Yeah.
This might be over now, but when I wrote this, it was still active. Baseball might go on strike, and I'm totally okay with that.
Why are they going to go on strike?
There's the players union, which represents the players, and then there's like the league, the MLB. And I think they are in disputes over some rule changes. I don't think it's anything income based. I could be wrong, but it it might be different now, but it was looking like they're headed towards a strike and a holdout. And I'm here for that. And I say, strike forever. Let's cancel the fucking sport.
I mean, I like baseball, but I'm not a huge fan of going to the games. I like baseball more on TV than I do going to the games. Unless it's unless it's a super good game.
Say that again?
If I'm
you like
going
to the games more, right?
No, I like watching it on TV rather than going to the games. No, because I don't have to sit there the entire time and be
That's
like.
That's fine if you're just hanging.
Nah, I mean,
watching
okay.
on TV sucks.
If I am hanging out with like a bunch of people and it's a good game, then yes, I like it. I'd rather be at the game to witness that. But if it's like a pretty lame game and nothing's really going on, sitting there at home is way better than being at the game.
Yeah, I guess. I was just thinking right now, like, you know when you were 10 years old and you put on those like elastic pants? Can you imagine doing that at like 30 years old for your job?
What elastic pants?
Like the pants, the baseball pants, or like the weird elastic pants. Like that's what those people put on every day. It's a joke.
Dude, I don't remember what comedian was talking about that, but he's like, you know what? I don't know why people give Comic-Con people shit all the time. They're just really happy about something that they love, and they go to Comic-Con and they wear their uniforms. I mean, look at diehard sports fans. That's even more weird. You're going to an event, showing up in the guy's work uniform, wearing their jersey, and you're like, go team. Like if I go to Staples and I wear a red shirt with a name tag that says Kyle, and I say, hey man, and I point to the guy that's named Kyle at Staples, I'm going to get kicked out. Okay.
And I've heard that's swayed me away from buying jerseys from time to time, is the idea of like, you're just buying some other dude's name and putting it on your back is a little sus.
Yeah. It's a little weird. That's why the only jersey I was actually going to buy was Justin Tucker. Because
dude, like you should have. He's only glowed up since you wanted that jersey.
I have seriously
set a fucking
loved
record
him
last
from
year.
day one.
Yeah.
Okay, since I first drafted him, and I was like, this guy seems pretty good, and then he just gotten even better.
Nerds outside of my house with these like motorized skateboards and helmets on. Bet you they watch baseball. Dude. Bet you they like watching baseball at home.
At home. Motorized skateboards are a whole different ballgame, though, dude. It's like
don't skateboard if you're gonna do that.
They're fun. They're fun though. Like you can go uphill, no problem.
I don't know, man. I know there's like also the debate within mountain biking where like the automatic bikes get a little like hate because you're not really doing it, and I agree.
Much hate. So much hate.
It's like,
but I mean, I understand. Like if you're mountain biking and you're just trying to go for just the speed of it and just the thrill of it, then yeah, that's fine. But if you're doing like these like hard to maneuver trails, dude, get the fuck off that e-bike. No one is looking at you going, wow, that guy he charged that hill, man.
Right.
No, he charged his bike and then he rode it up there.
No handlebars, eating snacks.
Yeah, exactly. It's dude, Drew he absolutely hates e-bikers. He'll come after a bike, after a bike ride and be like, dude, fucking e-bikers are trying to pass me, like on your left. Oh, fuck you.
Ask Drew what the equivalent is for surfing. I wonder if it's like boogie boarders. Because there's no automatic surfing, right?
So he loves boogie boarding.
What's that in surfing where it's like, I feel like in everything there's something, right? Or an evolution of it.
Yeah.
Like I bet you like when they release like automatic transmission, that was the thing. Like, oh, you're not really driving. I wonder what it is for surfing. If it's not boogie boarding, that's surprising.
I can only imagine it's like wind surfing, because you're using.
But they're not in the same like area though. They don't like interfere with each other.
I mean,
unless
I know that
do it the way
surfers absolutely fucking hate bodyboarders. I know that because
why?
I've gotten in the way of some surfers, and they're like, dude, oh. But also, surfers just hate other surfers, too.
Oh, dude, that's really fucked up how you stereotype that surfer's voice right there.
That's the way he sounded. What are we going to do? Oh, man. Totally crushing my vibe, man.
Radical Napoleon Dynamite.
Radical. Yeah, but that's the way he sounded. And then another guy, so surfers don't really like other surfers if they get in the way of them surfing.
Oh, yeah.
So I was surfing one day and I like drop into this like barrel And this guy's all like, "Oh, what the fuck, man? That's called dropping in." I'm like, "Yeah, we were going for the same wave, dipshit. Like, you didn't have rights
Is
to this
there etiquette?
wave."
I don't know the etiquette. Was he like
There
closer
is
to the
etiquette.
break or something?
If you're in it first, you should automatically get it. But I didn't see him in it first. Like, we were both going at the same time.
Etiquette. You broke this etiquette.
So I'm
dude.
no, but I'm saying, like, I didn't see him, so I'm assuming he was like right next to him, like, or right behind me, maybe. So maybe
so it's
I
on
was
him then, if that's what it was.
I mean, if he's behind me, then fuck yeah, dude. Like, if you're behind me, that means I'm in the wave, and you come in on my wave.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Bro, that's called dropping in." He's all pissed.
Reminds me of the etiquette of not sleeping with someone else's wife when they're going through a public divorce. You know?
What the fuck?
So fuck Pete Davidson.
Completely different.
Same thing. You're dropping in on this wave, dude. It's about to crash, but you're still riding it.
Dropping in on this wet wave, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you.
I didn't know. I thought they were already divorced, though.
Now, like at the very beginning of all the like back and forth, no, they weren't officially yet. Also, I don't know how that works. Do both people have to sign the divorce papers? What if one person is just stubborn and doesn't ever?
Then I guess at that point you're considered separated.
Right, but still married.
Yeah, but I think separation is different. It's I actually I don't know. I might be wrong entirely, but
You're
I
a divorce
think that
lawyer, right?
Yeah, I'm a divorce lawyer. Yeah, I went to fucking United States of America.
I went to divorce lawyer school.
Yeah. You knew that. Yeah, I told you I was going to United States of divorce lawyers.
Summa cum laude.
Yeah, actually I was top of my class. I gave a speech and I said, "Fuck it, man. Half you guys are going to get divorced anyway, so hire me."
Oh, shit.
And then I just dropped the mic and walked away.
They said, "Who was that in this Arby's?"
We have the meats.
What the fuck
and
is
divorce.
up, Denny's? Oh, shit. You have anything else? I'm out of my Tomatalk list.
No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
All right, guys. That was a great March. We made it through the first quarter of the year. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around for all the episodes. We got a ton of fun planned next month. Again, if you're not following us on social media, Chiefin Pod or Chiefin Podcast on Instagram and TikTok is where we're most active. And go ahead and follow us on YouTube. Check out the full videos if you enjoy hearing us. You'll possibly be disgusted by seeing us, but regardless, we'd appreciate the support.
Yep. And from all of us here at Chiefin, keep it Chiefin.
Keep it Chiefin.